Do you know why most people never get where they want to be? Because they waste their lives watching, comparing, and competing with everyone else. Focus only on yourself. Stay silent. That's not just advice, it's a weapon. Do you know why so many people never break through? Never touch the life they dream about? It's not because they aren't talented. It's not because they weren't given enough opportunities. It's because their energy is scattered in 1,000 different directions, wasted on things that do not matter, and on people who will never add anything to their growth. The truth is, this energy is your greatest currency. It is more valuable than time, more valuable than money, because without energy, you can't create anything at all. And yet, most people spend it recklessly, giving pieces of themselves away to gossip, drama, comparison, or chasing approval. By the end of the day, they are empty, drained, exhausted. Not because they worked on their dream, but because they handed their energy over to distractions. But what happens when you decide to hold your energy sacred? What happens when you stop investing it in meaningless noise and put every ounce into yourself? That's when you become unstoppable. That's when your life begins to shift in ways people cannot understand. Every single hour you pour into developing your mind, your skills, your body, your spirit, it compounds, it grows, it builds momentum that no one else can see, until suddenly you're ahead of everyone who doubted you and you didn't even announce it. Energy, when directed, becomes your greatest advantage. And if you want to rise, you cannot afford to waste it. Think about it. Energy fuels everything. Your discipline, your focus, your ambition. If you wake up and give that energy away by scrolling endlessly through other people's lives, by worrying about opinions that don't matter, by reacting to negativity, you've already lost before the day even begins. But if you wake up and guard that energy, if you channel it into your craft, into your health, into your purpose, you're building wealth that no one can take from you. Because energy invested in yourself multiplies. The results keep giving back long after the work is done. That is how real success is created, not by chasing everything, but by mastering the discipline to choose where your energy flows. And let me tell you this, energy attracts. People can feel when you are centered, when you are grounded, when you are focused on yourself and not on the noise around you. They feel the difference when you walk into a room, not desperate for attention, not scattered, but calm and powerful because you've invested in yourself. That's magnetic. That's influence. You don't have to scream to be noticed. People notice the energy of someone who is whole, someone who is disciplined, someone who has been building silently. You don't need to chase opportunities when your energy makes opportunities chase you. Energy is also protection. When you learn to protect your energy, you naturally remove yourself from people who drain you, from environments that poison you, from cycles that keep you small. You stop entertaining every argument, every distraction, every opinion. You learn to say no, not because you're arrogant, but because you understand the value of your focus. Your silence becomes your shield. You save your energy for the battles that matter, for the visions that belong to you, for the life you are creating. And in that silence, in that discipline, you find strength most people will never know. So the question is simple: where is your energy going? Every thought you entertain, every word you speak, every action you take is an investment. And if you keep spending it on things that do not serve your growth, you'll stay exactly where you are. But if you redirect it, if you pour all of it back into yourself, into learning, building, mastering, becoming, you will transform. Not by accident, not overnight, but with certainty. Because the law is unshakable. Energy invested in yourself always pays back more than you can imagine. Your energy is your power. Guard it. Focus it. Own it. Because when you master your energy, you master your life. Focus only on yourself. Stay silent. Watch the world shift around you. Silence is not weakness. Silence is not absence. Silence is not surrender. Silence is power. The world has trained us to believe that the loudest person in the room wins, that the one who announces brags, or argues the most is the one in control. But the truth is the opposite. The loudest voice is usually the weakest. True strength doesn't need to prove itself with noise. It reveals itself through action, through presence, through results that speak louder than words ever could. When you embrace silence, you begin to hold a power that few understand, a power that intimidates without effort, a power that commands respect without asking. Not everyone deserves access to your thoughts. Not everyone has earned the privilege of hearing your plans. Too often, we waste energy by sharing our dreams with people who secretly hope we fail, or with those who cannot understand the vision that burns inside us. We talk too much. We explain too much. We seek validation, forgetting that the more we speak, the more vulnerable we become to doubt, jealousy, and sabotage. Silence protects you. Silence guards your vision while it is still fragile, while it is still growing roots. The less you explain, the less room you give for others to interfere. Silence is your shield in a world that thrives on noise. Think about history's greatest movers. The ones who left a mark, the ones who shifted cultures, the ones who rose against the odds. They didn't waste their energy telling the world what they were about to do. They did it. They moved in silence. And then the world woke up to the results. There's something terrifying about a person who doesn't announce, doesn't warn, doesn't justify, but just acts. When you stop telling people what you're about to do, you free yourself from their opinions and their limitations. You stop being predictable. You stop being controlled. You create mystery. And mystery has power. Silence also gives you clarity. When you're always speaking, always explaining, always seeking to be heard, your own thoughts become clouded. But when you hold back, when you stay quiet, you can hear what others cannot. You hear your own intuition. You hear your own instincts. You notice the details, the energy, the intentions that slip past people who are too busy filling the air with words. In silence, you develop wisdom. You learn patience. You cultivate self-control. And self-control is one of the rarest, most magnetic traits you can possess. Understand this: silence is not passive. Silence is strategic. It is the choice to rise above the noise, to keep your vision sacred, to conserve your energy until the right moment to strike. It is not about hiding. It is about protecting. It is not about weakness. It is about intelligence. People may underestimate you when you are quiet, but that underestimation becomes your advantage. Because while they are distracted by their own noise, you are building, sharpening, preparing, and when you finally reveal what you've been creating in silence, it will be undeniable. So ask yourself, are you leaking your power by speaking too soon, too often, too much? Or are you protecting it by staying silent until it's time? Silence is not empty. It is full of strategy, full of strength, full of focus. When you learn to move in silence, you stop begging for recognition and start demanding it without a word. You stop chasing attention and start attracting it without effort. You stop explaining and start showing. And when you show, the world cannot ignore you. Silence is your weapon. Use it wisely. Guard your plans, protect your vision, and let your results be your voice. Focus only on yourself. Stay silent. Watch how power bends in your direction. Comparison is a thief. It doesn't just take your peace. It steals your confidence, your clarity, and your belief in your own journey. The moment you measure yourself against someone else, you hand them control of your worth. You surrender your power to a standard that was never meant for you. And yet, so many people live their lives trapped in this endless race, running in circles, trying to catch up to someone who was never supposed to be their competition in the first place. That is why so many stay stuck, miserable, and unfulfilled.